Hi everyone! Hello, and welcome to stream everyone. How are we doing today? Welcome! Happy Thursday. Quick thinking, what day of the week is it? It is, oh my god, I cannot speak. But welcome to stream everyone. How are you? Welcome. How is your week going so far? It's almost the weekend. Hang in there. But what's going on today? Hello. We have some interesting topics, also some exciting ones actually. We have some Lolita topics today. So if you're up for some Lolita news, then today is the day because oh my god, there's been some news, some information coming out, and I'm very excited to share. Some more than others, but yeah, also a doll thing. I know not everyone is like a doll collector here, but I have some very exciting news. I've been very excited for these, so maybe some of you guys are as well. But first of all, hello. Did you all see that 42 Alita's petticoat brand is now on Amazon? Amazon? Wait, what? On Amazon? Lolita 42, like, can you send me a link? I'd love to see that. That's an interesting discussion to have, actually. Can you recommend this then to newbies? Even though we always say don't buy off of Amazon. I wonder, oh my god, do we have more information on this? How do you know? Was it officially announced by 42 Lolita or by the brand? I have so many questions. Oh my god. Okay. So like the petticoat is $12 on 42. It'd be closer to 30 on Amazon, I think, because you're buying it with the shipping in mind. Huh, so you don't pay extra shipping? Is that how it is? Interesting. Are you going to be streaming on Saturday? Probably not. I stream mostly like through the week and then the weekend is, just weekend. But maybe one day I will, who knows? Hi, hello. Today I'm very pissed off. Oh no, I'm pretty sure they removed the opt-out option for AI remixes on TikTok. I'm not sure what it means, but I'm concerned. Oh, I've seen a lot of this discussion as well. I was wondering if because of all the clapback, they've just like fully removed it entirely. But you could be right, and a lot of people have been speculating that they essentially just, made everyone opt in and there's no reason or no way for you to opt out now, which we don't know how true that is, but I feel like that would be very illegal, especially here in the EU, not UA, EU, where you have, you have a right over your likeness. So I feel like that is against the law, but I don't know. Just file a complaint. I've also reported this when the feature was still there. I was like, this doesn't seem right. But I don't know. Your model is so cute, so Moe. Yes, thank you. Happy early birthday. Whose birthday is it? Are you talking about mine? Do you know when my birthday is? Did I ever I think I did mention it a few times. Well, my birthday is oh no, wait, I was just asking oh, it's your birthday. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I didn't read that. Happy early birthday to you indeed. How thrilling, how exciting. Oh my god. Oh, I will definitely be streaming on Monday though. But happy early birthday to you. Sorry guys, that was TikTok chat. In case you don't know, I'm streaming on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Hi Carol, hello everyone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was on Instagram. Interesting. Please send me everything in the Discord. I need to know. I finally paid for my Taobao shipping. Yippee, more frilly dresses. Let's go. We love that. That is amazing. I'm working on a quick animation. Oh, fuck yeah. I love animation so much. Oh my god, I am obsessed. I found it. It took me a minute because you can't search Lolita on Insta, but thankfully it came back up. I'll put it in Let's Chat. Thank you. That would be perfect. I'll definitely look at that because that would be an interesting discussion to have. Where did you report it? Yes, you have mentioned your birthday before. Oh, okay. I reported it. There's like this section, where you can basically put in a ticket on TikTok. It's probably likely that you won't get a response, but there's something you can do there. I think if you just Google it, you'll find it fairly easy in the things. But there's also a TikTok email that you can email too. Oh my god, I've been gone for a while. When did you get a VTuber? Love it. I've been a VTuber for a while now. I think almost a year actually, but this model is still fairly new. So yeah, definitely not I guess the oldest model, but I love it. It's so pretty. But okay, let's actually get into the topics for today because some unfortunate news, let's just say that. It's not, it has a good outcome, or at least ish, but it still makes me concerned. So I kind of want to talk about this. So in case you haven't heard or you haven't seen, there is a fairly well-known Lolita fashion brand or EGL brand called Shiglit, I think. Shiglit, I don't know if you pronounce it like that, but that's the brand. I believe it's a Japanese brand. And they have made a Twitter post essentially saying that they are now using generative AI and they're so excited about the opportunities this opens. And then, basically proceeded to post 3 additional photos that were generated by AI of their garments. And I'm going to show you, but before you jump to conclusions, let's watch the whole thing, okay? Because the community has given a pretty big backlash after that usage, and they have since made a apology. We're getting over all of this. Don't worry. We're gonna get over everything. But yes, they have since apologized, but we don't know if that means that they will actually stop using generative AI. So we'll see. Let's talk about it. Let's see. Okay, here we are. Wait, what's going on? Display capture. Why isn't it working? Sorry, TikTok. I don't know what's going on. Uh Display one. Oh no, that's the wrong one. I'm sorry. Here we go. Okay. Here. Okay. Sorry, TikTok was being weird. Anyway, this is the post. Sorry, oh my god, I'm fucking fumbling this. So bad. Wait. Okay, here we go. Hello. So this is the post where I first discovered the pretty unfortunate news about Shiglet. In case you don't know, let me show you a few of their designs. So this is usually what they're posting. They have these mannequins that they dress up and put the cords on, pretty standard stuff. I believe their outfits are more leaning towards gothic, if not sometimes more classic. And this is what we're used to, okay? So this is usually what they are posting. So posting something like this was, well, pretty different. And again, we don't have all the exact images anymore. I'm pretty sure the tweet has since been deleted because I cannot find it, but I don't know for sure. I also don't have Twitter, so that kind of, if I click the link, nothing shows, but maybe that's just because I don't have an account. But yeah, so these are the images they generated. Yes, pretty ew, I agree. And they basically said, introducing a new expression, we present styling that incorporates visuals created by AI as a way to view styling in a more three-dimensional manner. We will continue to develop it in the future. Please enjoy these even deeper world of Shiglet. Again, this is obviously translated. This is not the original text. It's translated from Japan, but I still think it's pretty bad. Hi Carol, tuning in here because my Twitch is glitching. Oh no, I hope it's okay for everyone else. Oh no, but yes, good that you're here. I'm glad. But yeah, so this is the post they made. Here are the images, as you can see. That was the post. Exactly. And it was obviously pretty disappointing, and you can make the argument that generative AI is viewed a little bit differently in Japan than it is here in the West. There's definitely a lot more people that accept it and view it as another form of expression or whatever. I personally believe that this is just cutting corners, and I think it really isn't too much to ask for like models or something. And listen, this is all they were posting before, and people were loving their designs. They didn't even need models. Like, they were already, in quotations, like, allowed to cut corners. They didn't need models. People were just happy with a mannequin, So the fact that they felt the need to do this, and also saying three-dimensional space, what does that mean? Huh? Again, could it be that it's just a translation thing? Sure, but I still thought that wording was specifically just so weird, so odd. It doesn't mean anything. 3D? What are we talking about? Like, you're just putting an AI generated model there. And honestly, again, this is just my opinion, I think it also falsifies what the actual clothing looks like, because if you think about it, if you put your clothing or your face through AI, there's always going to be minor changes made, and for something as creative and elaborate as Lolita fashion, I would never ever want there to be any like differences, like, oh, what you order versus what arrives. Like, no, I don't want anything. I want to see what I'm buying. But again, this was the first post. I will look through the comments in a second, don't worry. I'm looking through chat in a minute. But since then, they have issued an official statement. And this is not the only statement they've done. They have done actually two. And again, these are screenshots, so take everything here with a grain of salt. But, you know, this is one of the things they said. They basically said, thank you all for your feedback on AI generation. Again, this is sloppy because it's translated, so the proper original text was probably slightly different. This initiative involved adding AI-generated images as supplementary visual aids to existing styling suggestions, aiming to more clearly convey the product's atmosphere and usage scenarios. So they're basically saying, oh, we just did it for the vibes to make everything more aesthetically pleasing, which I think is so odd because like they already have something going on that is very visually them with what people recognize them from, right? So that's, I thought was a little bizarre. Also, is it really that much to ask for to put a model in like a church or something, or like a stylized background? Is that too much to ask for? I do not know. I thought that was odd. And then we have, regarding its use on the product page, we envision it being used in the same way as before, with only one additional image, while maintaining the existing photo layout that allows users to see the actual products. So they are kind of recognizing that AI is not the actual product photo, which I guess I appreciate, but still, this is not adding anything. I guess you add something quote unquote to the aesthetic, but what does it do? It has, it's nothing artistic about this. Ugh. Anyway, so that really infuriated me, right? This was not the only one. If I, read everything correctly, they apparently had another statement here. They posted an apology after the backlash and stated that they will continue posting only their usual mannequin photos, which I honestly really like. It shows the product simply and clearly. I'm still really disappointed because they are, or were, one of my favorite brands. A good third of my main pieces are from EGL. I'm sick of AI, and this fiasco has left me seriously annoyed, which makes total sense, right? Thank you for the follow. Thank you for following. Thank you so much. Sorry, chat. I will get into everything in just a second. But yeah, obviously people were disappointed. People were, really questioning this move. And this is not the only brand that has been more or less sneakily or deliberately expressed support of AI usage. People in the chat have, or in the comments, have also pointed out that some Chinese brands have been more openly using AI. I have not seen any explicit brands mentioned, so I cannot verify this just yet. I will look into this further though, but I think it's important to call this out. Not in a, like, you don't have to be mean about it, obviously. You don't have to, say that these people are horrible or like leak their addresses. None of that. That never leads to anything. Just say that you're disapproving of this and explain kindly why. Because again, this made this brand reconsider, I think, a little bit. They still didn't say that they're not gonna use it anymore. They have not expressed that. They have not said that they will stop, but I think this definitely makes them reconsider, which I think is already good. I don't know if they're just going to reconsider or if they're going to be more sneaky about it in the future. I have no idea, but I'm just, I just wanted to bring attention to this. Make of this what you will, you have your own thoughts and opinions. In my opinion, though, I do not want to see AI in my Lolita fashion, especially not if it's used for like the vibes. Basically, if I understand this correctly, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but this was literally just used to create a more three-dimensional space, which is just a quote-unquote faked photo shoot with AI models. Have you ever looked at a Gothic and Lolita Bible? I'm sure making a DIY set with things that you have laying around is really not that, like, difficult. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be that difficult. And from what I see in these images, it's what? A staircase, the dress and the model with the veil and gray hair, and like a plant in the background and some curtains. Do you know how easy it is to have a set like that? You don't need a massive budget for it. So to me, all I see and hear is kind of excuses, and I find it odd. Again, that's my opinion. Make of this what you will. I think, if you see a brand using AI, kindly let them know why you don't approve of this. Obviously, mean or violence or none of that, that's never acceptable. But yeah, I'm glad that they made this statement. I'm glad that they took the initial post down. I'm glad, but still, Hmm. I think we're gonna see more and more of that, and I'm a little bit worried about it. So yeah, I guess I just wanted to bring attention to this, but obviously, make of this what you will. That's just my opinion. Okay, let me read chat now. I'm sorry that it took me so long. I'm looking to find some apps to post my art on without worries of it being stolen. It just sucks how many hours of my life invested in TikTok for them now to do this. Yeah, trust me, I totally understand. Every day I want to like delete the app, but then I think about how much community I found through TikTok and it just frustrates me even further. Another pop-up, fucking spoiled. I'm not mad, I'm not jealous. I was not at the pop-up, but we will talk about it, don't worry. There's a lot less people there, so it's pretty hard to get followers in comparison to the TikTok and stuff. That's the biggest problem, right? Wait, oh my god, I saw that yesterday. It's so disappointing. Yeah, ew, what the heck, Shiglet? Yeah, I'm fairly sure you can hide your Twitter account from non-users. I don't know for sure because I've never had a Twitter account. Okay, at least this saves my wallet from spending money on Shiglet LMAO. Again, I don't know if they will stop now. Apparently, they have never used it in their design process, which I think is good. Obviously, now, at least this is for me. Again, I'm speaking purely me, my thoughts and feelings on this. I don't like to see this now because it kind of sours everything for me. I'm like, okay, this is the only thing that we know, but what if behind the scenes they have already used AI in the designing process, right? Like that's where my brain goes. That's how I think. If they used AI for this now, I mean, what's gonna stop them, from using it in the design process or something? I don't know that. Obviously, we don't know this. This is just me speculating, right? It could be, it could not be. It's just where my brain goes. If I see them use it once, what's stopping them from using it again, and just not disclosing it next time? I don't know that, right? Yeah, the closing will look really different because AI changes everything. Yeah, stupid as hell. Yeah, hi Carol, finally not missing your streams because of uni. Yay, welcome. What did I miss? We're talking about this brand and this statement and everything. The eye part of the veil looks very AI. I mean, it is AI, so yeah. RPA had that AI scandal too. Oh, damn. Hope one day there will be a Lolita pop up in my small country, minus the AI part, obviously. Yeah, that's very fair. Yeah, it's ruined the trust in the brand. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking too. I would have modeled for them for free. Yeah, see? Ew, AI, yeah. Oh, I saw you on Insta. Oh, yeah, that could be. If they wanted to cut corners, they could have done a green screen with the mannequin or something. Right, for real. Not only Lolita, but goth fashion has AI slop too, unfortunately. Oh, it's so frustrating. I really don't get it, man. I really don't get it. Anyway, so that was that. Kind of a shame. Again, it doesn't mean that I don't support this brand. I'm glad they've acknowledged it. They're taking the criticism into account. It leaves a sour taste in everybody's mouth, I believe. So yeah, to keep it in mind is always good, I think. Keep an eye out. That's all I'm gonna say. Seeing companies using AI, just giving money hungry. They're willing to use AI to not pay the people who make their brands, like artists, designers, or models. Honestly, it's ironic how society says that if you pursue art, you wouldn't be successful in life. Well, many things in our lives are dependent on art. 100%, yeah. They could say they won't use it again, but they could always just use it without telling the buyers. Yeah, and we know because AI is getting sneaky. 100%, it's getting scary. Like, okay, I'm gonna say something in Minecraft, right? Like in maybe not the real world. Maybe I work in marketing, right? We know this. I do, but maybe this is a fictitious story. But maybe at our workplace, we are getting encouraged to even use generative AI models to replace models, to cut corners, maybe, how, I don't know, but maybe that is encouraged now, which is really fucking devastating if it was the case, because imagine going from having real people modeling for social media accounts to now having AI people instead. That is devastating. That is awful. Yes, exactly. VTuber model Loki reminds me of Marianne from Tohart 2. Tohart? I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Oh my god. I have to look that up actually. I don't know if I'm too familiar with it, but interesting. They could say they won't use it again, but they could always just use it without oh, I already read this. I'm so sorry. To be honest, I feel like the eye part and the AI's face are the pretty obvious tells. Like if I just saw the dress, I wouldn't think it's AI. I mean, even the background, I think it has like this uncanniness, but at the same time, we know that some Lolita brands like heavily edit their photos as well, which, you know. Hello, how's everyone? I'm doing okay. I hope you're alright as well. Thank you for joining. I'm so tired of this shit. Trust me too. The worst thing is sometimes it even is encouraged in school, at least in mine. Yes, mine too. Oh my god, we literally had a thing where our teacher pulled up like Gemini or ChatGPT, one of the two, and basically showed us how to generate like a podcast episode to help us study. I'm like, are we for real right now? What the fuck? Do you know what I used to do when I was younger and I had like, I don't know, a vocab test coming up or I had some kind of text? I would use the record button on my phone, you know, the one that we have, and just talk about it myself and then repeat it. You don't need you don't need generative AI, bro. You don't need it. Again, I understand that maybe it helps somebody out there. I don't know. But oh boy, it's so frustrating. Oh guys, 1 second. I'm getting a call. One sec. I'll be right back. Guys, my boyfriend's getting burritos. I specifically did not eat warm lunch, so I can eat burritos later. I'm so excited. Yay! Anyway, sorry. I love the style of your model. Thank you. She was sleeping. Yeah, every time my tracking cuts off, my VTuber model just goes to sleep. I want a burrito too. Burritos are great. Yum. Who the fuck needs to AI generate a podcast when there's more of them online than you could probably listen to in your whole life? Yeah, I guess it's because it's subject specific, but like even AI is gonna do some things incorrectly, say things incorrectly. And do you guys want to know? Oh my god, I have to talk about this. I'm pulling out the Hatsune Miku puppet just to make this a little easier to digest. The freakiest thing, okay, I'm so serious. The freakiest thing was when she showed us these AI podcast episodes. These AI models were fake breathing, fake stuttering, stumbling over their words. That was the creepiest fucking thing ever. What do you mean? They're like it's an AI model. It doesn't need to breathe. It doesn't need to stumble over its own words. But it did that. Like I was like, what the fuck? That is so weird, man. That genuinely freaked me out a little bit. And now you have to imagine, right? Like take this further than just studying. There's people who talk to these models as if it's their best friend, as if it's their boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, whatever. Like they're role playing with these models, and like obviously we humanize them. If they're talking like a person, if they're breathing like a person, like they will be humanized. I mean, we humanize our animals too, right? We project our own feelings and emotions onto every animal, even though they may or may not feel the same. And now we do this to machines, right? It's creepy. It's freaky. I find that very disturbing. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. We're going to move on from this very depressing topic, but I just thought that was crazy and genuinely made me a little freaked out. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Me and forced to use AI in uni too. So frustrating. Yeah, I know I'm not patient enough to learn how to draw, so I use apps like Gotcha and Pick Crew, and I one day would love to commission at some point. Commissions are great, and also I don't know, like these free to use tools are also fucking fantastic. Like Pick Crew, awesome, hell yeah. Oh hell no, yeah, fucking clangers. I hate AI so much. Yeah, your teachers will examine AI podcasts. Our teacher says we can't usually really use AI like in every subject. I mean, he basically said that we can use it to study. We also were like basically tasked to do, or like we could use AI on like presentations too, which I think is so bizarre. What the fuck? What's the point in learning then if we just use AI? Like, huh? I remember when people were really upset that like AI4 was shut down. People were so upset because it killed their girlfriend, boyfriend. Yeah. And now you have to think about it. those are the main ones. There's so many different versions of AI chat models. Some of them, like the primary one, have some kind of, safeguard now in place, right? Where if you are acting insane, they're gonna call you out on it. Like that's literally mandatory now, apparently. And they're still not very good at it, right? You can manipulate your AI chatbot very easily. But now you have to think about it. There's so many off-brand quote unquote ones, right? That do not have these regulations, that will not stop you, that will feed your delusions, that will create NSFW content, that will have all these sick and twisted fantasies like fulfilled for them, right? And potentially drive this person into doing things that they shouldn't be doing. It's creepy, it's insane, but that's happening. I mean, we've seen so many examples of this happening already. And also how people use, like girls in their class as their likeness to generate, sorry to say it like this, but porn. That's creepy, bro. Not creepy, that should also be illegal. But we have no real like regulations against all this yet, which is the worst part of it. I mean, we kind of have something like for deep fake here in the EU, but you have to think about that. We haven't even come close to regulating this shit yet. Life is gonna turn into Overwatch, I'm afraid. We are gonna treat robots as another race. Yeah, I mean, for now, there hasn't been this, like, great awakening yet, so, for now, they're not sentient. But to be fair, Overwatch only had one generation of sentient robots. All of them afterwards, after the awakening, they were just regular robots again. So, but I don't know. Weird. The only good use of AI I've seen as in medical, like finding tumors, there is, I'm sure, good ways to utilize these tools again, probably 100%. But the worst part is that for now, it's just being sold as making everything faster and removing humanness out of everything. Like, everything needs to be more efficient, which I'm like, why are we in such a rush all the time? Why can we not take our time? Like, back in the day, man, back in the day, you have to imagine, before, like, computers were so normalized and having a fucking, basically, mini computer in your hand all the time, you left work was done. People were doing shit by hand. It took longer. Everything was slower. But, like, also the wages were higher. Like, weren't always this fast. We are super efficient with everything. Everything's quick. Like, why are we not allowed to take our time anymore? Why are we not allowed to just slow shit down? Why doesn't everything need to be super fast and summarized and you have to be perfect at or like let AI do everything perfectly for you? It's okay to be imperfect. It's okay to not always reply to emails perfectly, have a typo here and there. Like, we're losing our humanity and it's freaking me out. AI plus fast fashion and short form content is so sad to see. Yeah, because they want money, they don't care about efficiency, unfortunately. And it's also being so rewarded by society, right? That's even worse. Something that also happened is in Switzerland, we have to write a paper, the Maturarbeit, and there are cases where people have written the whole thing with AI and they didn't even get reprimanded? What? They didn't even get a bad grade, which is so unfair for people who actually worked. Absolutely. The Star Trek episode where Data gets his rights is really cool, but modern AI isn't. Yeah. But I want to draw. AI can't do the dishes. Not yet anyway. AI can be useful, but the way we are using it is not the way to go, in my opinion. If you disagree, that's fine. I mean, obviously, this is a very nuanced discussion. I think, like, there are useful tools, even, like, giving people their voices back, right? People who have lost their voices and being able to utilize maybe a tool like that to talk again, that's great, right? Like, that is actively helping people. But for the most part, it is just being used to make everything more lazy, uninspired. People are losing their jobs. It's just frustrating. Also, the way it's everywhere. I mean, now we have AI packaging. That is an entire team being laid off. By the way, Mattel, Monster High, and Barbie and all that shit. There's an entire department being, at least that's what I've heard. Again, do your own research. But, like, that's what I've heard. There's an entire department being laid off because, assumingly, that's my opinion, they're using AI now for their packaging, which we've seen since 2024, by the way, that they have used AI in packaging design. That is an entire design department being laid off, potentially, again, in my opinion, because of generative AI, which is just awful. Hello. because of capitalism, now we don't have time for anything. Apparently, like we can't. Everyone's losing their attention spans. Like, what are we in such a rush for? What are we waiting for? Are we waiting for our death? Like, huh? Hi, I'm here. Welcome. Welcome for thank you for joining. Obviously, there's biased doctors, nurses too, but AI will pretty much always be biased because it doesn't have a personality. Everyone is against AI until character AI, like girl with the what the hell? Then you're not against it. Oh yeah, I've never seen really character AI. I've only heard people talking about it, so I'm not entirely sure like what it entails. I know it's like fictional characters and sometimes even YouTubers and stuff where you can talk to like an AI version of them. It's so bizarre. It's kind of creepy. I don't know. Like way to contribute to parasocial relationships. I saw this on a YouTuber who experimented with AI and it told her how to bury a body. Great. Just because they can talk to their fave characters, creepy as hell. Yeah, I mean, role playing used to be a thing, guys. Just role play. You can also role play with yourself, you know. This reminds me of when I was a young child and in Romania, they would give every single kid in class a perfect grade at the end of the year, so all the kids had perfect grades no matter how much they worked. Same shit is happening now with AI, and it makes kids not want to put effort in anything. Yeah, I mean, the school system is fucked anyway. I think grades are not a very good metric to determine whether or not a student is learning right? Because at the end of the day, school should be about learning and, getting knowledge. I think a lot of people are like, what's the point? I will not need this. But knowledge is good. Knowing things is good. But just all the pressure of grades and everything, that's what makes people do these shortcuts because sometimes they don't have enough time. Speaking as a former student and a current student, and sometimes you don't have time to study, right? Sometimes, I don't know, life gets in the way or whatever. Obviously, AI seems like an appealing tool to get shit done quickly, but I tell you right now, studying is so important. Like, even just the skill studying, the skill writing, the skill obtaining knowledge, that's all so important. And you're basically stripping that away. Like, even handwriting, I am of the opinion that handwriting is super important. Like, as in not that you have to write beautifully with your hand. Trust me, my handwriting is awful. But it's literally just about writing something with your hand and not everything being with a keyboard or with an iPad or whatever. I genuinely believe that writing with your hand is something that's also kind of important. I've seen some people not be able to do that very well anymore. They're like, oh, after 2 sentences, my hand is tired. I'm like, because you don't utilize it. I don't know. That's another thing. Like sometimes I've been doing this more often now. Sometimes I just write an essay. Like it's not a good essay, but it's just so I do it, just to kind of keep my brain active. Like I just write an essay on whatever I want or like a think piece, I just give my opinion and I try to write fancy sentences. Just so I can tell myself I can do this. Like I can still do this. I use my brain. I don't know. Obviously that's like try-harding it. You don't have to do that, but I genuinely think, it's important to keep that skill alive. I don't know. Analysis is also good. Roleplay is amazing. Bring it back for real. When you said packaging, I was imagining a computer putting a doll in a box. Oh. Except now it's even easier to cheat your way through school. Yeah. The only AI that I found cool is the first singing computer. Oh, that one. Yeah, I've heard of it. I mean, there's also like AI in video games. It's totally normal that you are fighting an AI character, like an AI boss, right? That's also AI. A lot of things are AI, right? Like it's just now it has this awful like generative AI connotation to it, But AI was a thing before the more mainstream AI that we have now was a thing. I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense. Can I share links on Twitch or should I put the AI bias in Discord? You should put it in Discord. I don't think Twitch allows the links. I used to have a roleplay server on Discord. It was so fun in like 2020. Hell yeah. Awesome. I want to buy vintage sewing patterns, but I've been made aware people are selling AI patterns now too. Oh, of course they are. I'm so tired of this shit, man. Oh my god, your model is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. To be completely honest, this is horrible, but if I was still a kid in school right now, I would definitely be using AI. Not because I support it, but because school is genuinely so fucking bad. Like, the system is completely corrupt, and also it's so unfair to neurodivergent people. We are often very smart and have very specific skills that all get overlooked because the system is ableist. I know what you mean, and I think there's a lot of people in that position right now. Yeah, I can totally see that, to be honest. I think a lot of people are using it not because they want to support it, but because they're just tired of school, you know? I think that's actually probably the primary reason. They want to spend their time doing other things. But as much as I get that, and I totally see school systems suck, especially all over the world, like different school systems, you know? Maybe people come from different families. Like, it's a very nuanced discussion. But it's the same as cheating on exams, right? Like, without studying prior, without trying anything, without paying attention, like, it does impact your, I guess, skill to learn stuff. I don't know if that makes sense, you know? I'm just gonna put the articles in Let's Chat because I don't know if you can click links on Twitch. Yeah, that'd be good. I hate writing essays, but I will never use AI. That's good. I'm starting to try roleplay after years of not doing that because I started D&D. It's awkward, but it's so fun. Hell yeah. Awkward, I totally get that. I was so extremely burned out after a lifetime of being a perfect student and masking a lot, doing more than everyone. Like, I would always be the one who did all of the work in group projects, oh, me too, and shit, but it didn't amount to anything. And that is the reason I would use AI, because you can work your ass off and still end up nowhere. I mean, I've had a similar experience. I was a very much try-hard student in school. Like, I guess I think I used school and good grades as a way to prove to people that I'm more than like my illness or like my struggles, right? Like, I wanted to prove to people that I have brains. So I really try harded all the time. I was like the annoying teacher's pet person, right? Like, I was really trying hard in school, and I even did it with like my abitur. I aced that shit. I had only A's. I was like so good, and after that was over, and I even got an award. Like, I was getting an award from like the fucking whatever school thing. Like, it was such a good like last thing, right? I graduated, it was so good. And then after, nothing. Like, I was like I did all of this hard work for what? For what? And that's when my motivation for school and tryharding and everything just completely plummeted, because I realized in the end of the day, now I'm in my apprenticeship, I am with other people who like had more, I guess, quote unquote mediocre results, which is completely fine. I no shame in that. But in the end of the day, I tried hard, or I try harded for nothing, because it didn't amount to anything. Like, sure, I maybe have better skills here and there, I don't know, but I noticed they had a bigger advantage in like life skills, you know? They were good at socializing. They had already so much life experience. I didn't, primarily because of my, autism and all the life experience that led me to psych wards, like, I was more stuck in my room. I was focusing on the wrong kind of things, and they already had lived a life. And I just realized grades are so fucking dumb, bro. Like, yes, it's so good to be good, but it's okay to be mediocre. It's okay to pass. It's literally fine to just be average. It's so okay to be average. You don't have to be the best. But I took it so literally in school, when my teachers were like, you have to be good, da 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 da. I took that literally. I was like, I want to be good. I want to be the best. I need to. Like, I want to get far in life. But now I'm here with all the other people who didn't try hard as me, and they're literally in the same position as me. Like, it didn't bring me anywhere. And that was such an eye-opening moment that made me so depressed and not motivated at all for school, like my apprenticeship. And now also the rules are changed with my apprenticeship. Suddenly, there's no like 18 paragraphs, essays, Like, I literally, oh my God. I went from writing pages upon pages to now just having to fill out the tiniest bits. Like, my teachers literally tell me I'm writing too much. That has never been the case. In the past, it was, you're not writing enough, you're not doing enough, you have to do more, better, blah, 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 blah. And now they want short sentences. I'm like, when did the rules change? What the fuck? That's why I'm so overwhelmed by this current school system, and I'm not doing as well. But I also don't care anymore. I don't know. Like, obviously, tryharding is good. Like, sometimes that can be very beneficial. I'm sure I learned a lot from it. but it just sucks, you know? It like in the end of the day didn't really get me anywhere. Obviously, this is just my experience, you know? Do whatever you want. If I went off to college, maybe that would have been different, sure, but I don't want to have school anymore. I'm done. I'm so glad I'm done for now. Maybe I will study one day more, but for now, I'm so glad I don't have exams anymore. It's so annoying. Sorry, chat. I'm gonna get into it now. Uh, 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 um, to be honest, I use AI, but rarely, especially text to speech, because I struggle with reading because I'm dyslexic. Interesting, interesting. I had to put a 10-minute timer on my TikTok to help save my attention. I used to be able to watch 3 YouTube videos. Now I can barely watch one. Oh, yeah, I've been making it a point to watch more like long form content and also read. I've been reading more, which is also really helpful. I wish I cheated more, even though you are right, but I would make me lose skills. But like, at least all the people who cheated never had to sacrifice their mental health and they got passable grades. No, I totally see what you mean. Yeah. LMAO, yeah, I was a teacher's pet too. I remember I even used to correct teachers all the time. Yeah, I was annoying too. Me too, me too. I want to read more books and one day go back to studying. I want to learn history. I think learning is great. I think getting the motivation to do it is hard. I find that myself too. Sometimes I want to, like, I currently am in the process. I want to write a song. I want to like produce the song. I want to make a song, okay? I've been wanting to do this for a while, but getting myself to sit down and do it is so difficult for some reason. I get distracted by so many things. I'm like, oh, the dishes need to be done, so I do the dishes, and then this needs to be done, and do this instead. I just do everything, but do the damn thing that I want to do. It's like, what is preventing me from doing the thing I want to do? It's like, why is being on my phone more important than doing the thing that I would absolutely much prefer? I don't know. It's so bizarre. And I was always told to work hard and give your all to get a good job. Well, joke's on you, mom. Now I'm physically disabled and can't even work like 1 hour a day. I can barely take care of my basic needs now. Yeah. So kids, if you take something away from this, prioritize your health and don't stress yourself too much about school. Definitely, don't stress too much. That's the biggest takeaway. Honestly, the fact that people in like 6th and 7th grade, like teachers would tell you to, you know, try your hardest, bro. 6th fucking grade, nobody cares. Like, I remember I wrote like an F once, right? Like a 6 in German. Horrible grade, right? Like, that's the worst you can get. I had a mental breakdown over that. I cried and cried and cried. I did horribly. And that was like in 7th grade. Do you think that ever mattered? No! No, that shit never mattered, ever. Nobody gave a shit, man. Just me. Just me. Because everybody told me that was bad, so I took it very literally, and I was like, that's bad. Uh-oh, I fucked up. I was a teacher pet because I was a quiet kid who said, hi, how are you? How was your weekend on this to the staff? Yeah. Can you give me, like, 20 minutes, and then we eat?
Sure.
Thank you. On the other end, I skipped grades and got burned out in PhD program later on. Oh, damn. What kind of school do you go to? Right now, I'm in an apprenticeship, so I only go once a week. I have to leave now. I still have to go somewhere. That's fine. Bye-bye. If we check out Discord later, I added a bunch of pics of my stinky little foster kids. Yay! Can't wait to see them. TikTok is such a mousetrap for people with ADHD, at least in my experience, because it's a short and stimulating. 6 is the best in Poland. Yeah, it's very different everywhere, I've heard. Hi, Carol. How are you today? I'm okay. Thank you for asking. I found out the Angelic Pretty store is within walking distance to the museum I want to visit. Oh, cool. That's very awesome. Anyway, now let's talk about something more positive, shall we? Something more exciting other than AI and mental health. It is this right here. So this is the Harajuku Closet Hamburg store.
Look at him hovering over.
This is a store in Germany that also sells Lolita. They have Angelic Pretty, Alice and the Pirates sometimes. They have Baby, I'm pretty sure. So if you ever in Germany, this is another great way to get Lolita. I've never been there personally myself, which is really annoying, but you can get there. I really want to go there one day. And recently they had a Atelier Period. Sorry if I mispronounced that, I'm so sorry. But they had a pop-up shop. So that is really exciting. We had this announcement right here. Again, I didn't attend, unfortunately. Apparently, they had bubble tea, J Fashion, and a community area, which sounds really awesome. And here are some of the teaser things. It's obviously all in German, so apologies there. But I kind of just wanted to show you some of the things they had. So they had some of the newest releases, some adorable hard bags, which is so freaking cool. These shoes. I mean, hello! This is my kind of pair of shoes. They look so beautiful, so high. I love it. I love being just tall as fuck, and these shoes are perfect, so that's really awesome. And they had some more absolutely amazing bags, just the coolest things ever, the coolest headpieces ever, just so freaking cool. And again, they made a bunch of announcements, and I dare I say, I think they had a better supply of items than the Angelic Pretty pop-up store. Maybe this is controversial, but I was at the AP pop-up and the day 2 people were really miserable, okay? Like, we didn't have that many options. But this one, from the video, which I will be showing you, seems to be much better stocked, which is definitely cooler. I just thought it was so useless because the kids who care already pay attention, and you can't make the other kids care, especially not with your boring speeches. Oh, that's what you yeah. Okay, sorry, now I'm done about school, that's okay. And the occasional reddish pinks. I want to go, but I live too far away. Yeah, I live pretty far too, unfortunately. I love those shoes, yeah! Carol, I know you're more of a sweet Lolita, but I saw this indie shoe brand who makes mainly goth shoes, but oh my god, they're so pretty. Send them in the Discord! I feel like I'd only be able to sit in those shoes, but I could do a feasibly considering most of the time outside my house. I use my wheelchair, so I could just have sitting shoes. Yeah, why not? Sitting shoes are great. The AP pop-up was horrendous. They didn't stock anything at all. Like, yeah! Oh my god, didn't you get this one dress? Literally, they only had a single dress of that one. I saw it and I was like, oh, that's so beautiful. And then they only had like a single dress of it. They had many instances of it. They only had 3 lyrical bunnies for 2 days. That's criminal. That is so understock. I fucking hated that. They should have just made it a 1-day event because 2 days was definitely not the call. They didn't stock nearly enough. That made me so angry. I'm sorry. Anyway, now onto the video. So this is what it looked like. They only had 1 umbrella of each color. That's so stupid, man. I'm sorry. That made me so angry. But look at this one. This looks much better stocked in my opinion. I think they also still had more, I don't know, because the shoes do look quite limited. But in terms of the bags and everything, it looks like there was much more going on. And the community area looks so fun. I'm a little jealous that I didn't get to go. Look at all the dresses too. Apparently they had some Angelic Pretty still, which is kind of awesome. Like, okay, Angelic Pretty in there as well. Interesting. But that's so cool. It just looks like it was so much fun, and I'm a little jealous that I didn't get to go. But yeah, very cool for sure. I don't use Discord. Remember, I can't make a new account. Oh yeah, plus I heard Discord is freaking itself over. Like they're trying to one-up Roblox. Roblox? Don't know exactly, but maybe 3. That's a little, yeah, it was. Lyrical Bunny is so popular, they did not think they'd get out of stock. I literally don't understand what they were thinking. Probably not a lot, but it was frustrating. Oh my god, your model is so cute. Thank you. Thank you so much. But yeah, this is what this pop-up looked like. And I think it just looked so much more well executed. You know, if I compare this to the AP one. Again, I have no regrets. I loved going to the AP one and I did buy things. But in comparison to this one, I don't know. It just was a different vibe. I love the cord the person on the far right head on. Shit, now I'm not entirely sure which one. The beige and purple one. Ah, yes. I see that totally. What are you doing? I'm just looking?
I'm waiting.
Yeah, I told you 20 minutes. Now it's like 15.
I just said I'm waiting.
Okay, sure. Something in Poland, please. Even something really small, I beg. I get that. The problem is for me, or, you know, most of the time I have to travel as well. Or like us, now I take my boyfriend everywhere I go. But like, we have to travel like hours there. Even to HanaCon, we have to travel like 3 or 4 hours. How's Dominic doing? How are you doing? The people want to know.
I'm waiting. One burrito.
He wants to eat. I'm taking too long. He got us burritos. I can't remember the indie brand name, but
Guess
one of the
me.
gothic
Burrito
heels
time.
has a see-through heel. Oh, that's so awesome. Is he waiting for burrito time? He is waiting for burrito time. I'm being a little selfish by making him wait, but I told him stream has priority. At least I'll take more 7 minutes. I want to reach the hour mark, okay? The people are here for that, and I want them to have what they came here for. But yeah, this was really cool, and I really hope they do something like that again. I would absolutely love to experience this myself. So I really hope they do this again next year. Then I may be able to plan, you know, driving there and everything. Go have burritos. Yeah, Jim, 1 second. Thank you, Carol, for caring about us. I love doing this. This is very important to me. I'm sure if you look up heel with rose heel, you'll find it. For sure. I'll look it up. Have a nice day, everyone. Wait, 1 second. I have one last thing that I need to show you. One last thing. And the rest we can talk about later. I wanted to talk about Motier, but we do this another time. Motier can wait. We can wait for this one. It's honestly not that exciting. It's just like kind of a shirt dress. It's Motier, right? What do we really expect? I'll get into this one another time. But if you are a doll collector who likes more fancy pants dolls and you like this vibe, there is a pre-order. These are like really old dolls. The concepts have like leaked, I think, 10 years ago. So like a long fucking time ago, right? And these dolls are based on animals, and I think they're so cunty, so awesome and beautiful. Like, look at these. Hello, they're pure art. And the pre-order for this doll comes out on Saturday. And if you like them, I just felt like telling you guys because I think they're really cool and they look like, you know, J fashion inspired and really fun, or like just in general. They have cool fashion, okay? The name is Wild Chills, I think. I don't know if you pronounce that like it. I'm not sure. But yeah, this one is getting a pre-order, and I'm pretty sure they're also hitting Target, which obviously for us European people, that fucking sucks because we probably won't be getting them. I'm not sure though. They might also come in other places, but this one will be, I think, on their official site, which is more exciting because I'm going to try to get them. It's a pre-order, so I don't really know when they're going to get shipped, but I think they're really fun, and they have these amazing lashes that are like 3D and they're looking out and they just look so much fun. I don't know. I really like them. So if you like dolls like these, you know, I just wanted to tell you. I just thought they were really exciting. Wild Chills. Okay. I want to get one because they remind me of Monster High. Yes, right. They just look so detailed and cool, but I don't know the price yet. So I guess we'll have to wait on that. If the price is too high, I will not be getting them. But if they're like 40 bucks, I might get one. Moitié is bad again. I mean, Moitié has been pretty bad. Okay, I'm gonna rush through this. This is one of their newest releases. I like the bottom, actually. I'm not mad at it, but I really dislike the top part. It looks like a shirt. And maybe that's cool for some people. Like the black kind of cancels it out, so you cannot really see it as well. I think the black and blue is just always good, but that pathetic little waist tie is just not very pretty. I'm sorry, I'm speed running this. There's also a long version. It's just, you know, it's fine. I really like the like flower overlay. I think that's really beautiful, but I just really do not like the shirt top situation. I don't know. Yeah, really old. I have the zebra one. Oh, you do? That's cool. Also remember to hydrate. Oh, fuck yeah, hydrate. I'm sorry. They and release some ass designs. Is the model lower? Model lower? What? Owner? What do you mean? I'm sorry. Wait. Okay. Are you streaming tomorrow? Probably, yeah. Damn, baby, give me a sec. 3 minutes. You're just standing there like a dog.
So what are you gonna say to the dog, huh?
Huh?
Stop waiting?
I'm gonna say, good boy. I'll probably buy them once they're off pre-order because they far in production and then cancelled. So I'll wait for the retail. That's fair. Okay. Check the pet channel in the Discord. Oh yeah, I will do that. Let me see real quick. Sorry, I'm doing it on my phone really quickly. Pet channel. Oh, here. Oh my god, baby, look. Look. Little babies. Oh, they look so messy. Very cute. Stinky kittens indeed. But yeah, anyway, we're probably gonna get into more details here. Yeah, both meh, but I love Moitié. Yeah. I mean, Moitié, the old one is for sure peak, and I still really like the black design here. I think the black one is the best one because the blue really pops here, and that's nice. But it's really just, you know, it's pretty, so, like, you know, I feel like there's more cool designs they could be doing, but they always knock it out of the park when it comes to the backgrounds. But just look at the, I don't know, it just looks like it doesn't fit right. It looks like it doesn't fit right. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's the model. I don't really know, but it just looks like it doesn't fit right. I don't know. It looks like a baggy shirt. What are you doing? Now he's making noise. He's expressing his frustration. You shall do that, baby. I'm coming now. Okay, guys, sorry. I shall come eat with my boyfriend. He is expressing his disapproval of my stream. He wishes to eat some food now. So thank you for joining. I love you all very much. Sorry for the last little bit. It was a little rushed. I'm sorry about that. But thank you for joining. I love you all very much. And I will be back probably tomorrow. If not, I'll text you guys on Discord. I'll keep you updated. But thank you for dining today.